Captain.
Do these fish smell
Just these three, then.
fishy to you?
Of course they do. They're fish.
It's so pretty. A cultist took control of my fiancé.
When they bloody left me rest my head.
Well, plenty don't even have that, have they? Needs to send the steel rocks through here.
Beg pardon.
Riff-raff.
There is not so bracing as a good battle roar. Do you not agree?
Well, no. Wouldn't want that.
Oh, boo! A challenge! I cannot let this go unanswered. 1, 2.
Nothing happened to
Aye,
the
boo,
prize
come
anyway.
now. See how our friend trembles? You have taken the jest too far.
It's much safer this side of the city walls.
Should have at least locked the place up proper before they left.
Who wants to know?
But I've got a little brandy in a hip flask.
Too.
Want a nip?
What makes you say that?
Now, I wonder who that could be.
Just down tools and gone walkabouts.
Striking up, bet. Lazy gits.
Just breathe.
Hells.
Breathe.
If I'd have known there was that much coin back here, I'd have robbed the place myself.
Bloody jobs.
Why, you? What in shadows have you come back for?
You have been the subject of many wrinkled brows between my hamster and I, Sir Bankerbeard. On the one hand, you are clearly evil and deserving of a mouthful of righteous knuckle. But, on the other hand, the one in which Boo sits and pleads your case. At the time of our last meeting, Minsk was the evil one. So, we are not agreed on whether we will return here and feed you to a mimic yet.
I see. Well, by all means, keep me up to date. And not even a whisker light. God, you're a boring bastard. Me too, I suppose, because I'm not even tempted to scam you. Take this vault key. You'll find something by way of thanks inside. Wait a minute, though. I could shift next year's interest to this year.
My prayers weren't much bloody use. That old elf. Solid thickness.
Conversation with Archduke Gortash.
Please, kind sir. I will spare a few coins to feed my skin. Throw it. It's a fist. You might blow the wall.
Boo says the many colors remind him of home, but Minsk has never enjoyed these fireworks.
They may have their purposes. You could cast fireballs of sorts, without having to spend years studying magic tomes.
Archdruid, you are as formidable in mind as you are in muscle.
Of the Gazette. Ugh, awful.
Gather the sparking sticks, Boo! With sword in one hand and these in the other.
You mustn't.
We need truck with wizards no more!
No, we're vulnerable. Fine. We'll just stand here until you remember the way, shall we?
Hold it there! Bad time to come a-visiting, my friend. This is Zhentarim territory now. Just as soon as we've purged it of guild rats. Nothing personal.
I will ascend. Make way. Find a route.
Death is but a word away. Certainly.
Do you know? I think we have given offense.
No time to waste.
It's go time.
That's enough talking, all. Back to work.
There's a nice sense for you.
Oh, a little respite does wonders.
See anything you like? Let's talk price. See anything of yours?
I'm done.
No, you didn't.
I can't wait to sleep.
A welcome
Good.
You need to get up early indeed to get one over on Nine Fingers. If she were easily toppled, Uktar would have done it already.
Uktar. I remain Guild Bursar, whoever sits in the big chair. Do we have business? I do not hand out loans, if that's what you're asking. My business is finance, specifically the... So, have you made an acquisition?
Don't know what Keen was thinking, inviting Zentarim in the first place. Like trying to leash a bloody viper. Don't know what Keen was thinking.
Fetcher isn't himself, so I'm running the shop. You buying or selling?
Don't bug me. I'm making plain.
Ready to do some business?
Managed to keep out the worst of the fighting. They'll just need to keep from sobering up. Managed to keep out the worst. Managed to keep.
My faith will guide me.
Take you.
All's well that ends... not as bad as it could have.
There is work to do.
Have a lot on my mind and, well, in it.
Didn't think the Zentarim would turn on us so easily. Inatra seemed honest. Gods help me. You rid us of our Stone Lord problem. Just a pity you didn't settle a payday with Nine Fingers first, eh?
Now. If you keep talking...
I guess the more things change, the less they change.
You're in the Guildmaster's good graces. Nice spot to be, once you step right. Maybe Nine Fingers will add you to a lady's court. She's had stranger.
Change or no, this place is still a dump. You know I'm right.
So, it seems the Stone Lord was a fake. Coward didn't even turn up to fight.
Yes, Boo. A coward indeed.
Stone Lord was a fraud. But at least our Guildmaster's the real thing.
Have you spoken to Seven yet? Politics. The only battlefield that matters is that of the heart. Please hurry. Every moment that passes is one we could spend together.
Make sure to get your share of the Zentish loot. Nine Fingers favors a fair split. Call me an old fart if you want, but there was a time the Zentarim stuck to their contracts. No honor. None.
Huh. You look rather more refined than the usual thugs walking these halls. I don't suppose you have any interest in fine art?
Well, I've a rather... I assure you, it's
You won't catch me looting all that shiny Zent armor. I'd rather go into battle bare-assed. Bastarding Zent. They hung my brother for a thief up in Neverwinter. His mistake? Setting his sights on the same score.
Yes, I'm still looking. This is important. I offered Lady Ague a ring, and she tossed it into the mud. There. I finally told somebody.
Doozy takes the ring, staring in amazement. No words escape his lips.
Yours? No, you didn't.
So the guild comes out on top. Sometimes 9 fingers are all you need, eh? What are you having?
We serve her still, and so do you. We serve her still.
Lord Rabies.
Never thought anyone would have the stones to take on 9 fingers like that. They damn well won't try again. Never thought.
It's well for everyone that 9 fingers prevailed. Parliament has spent years cultivating our necessary friendship. It's...
Don't mind the ladies' court. We're just playing a new game. What we'd call you if you joined our ranks. Where you're going, we might just let you.
Lord Shivers. Suits you. Lord Shivers.
Kind of you to take the Zentarim down first. That doesn't make us friends. Come on then, Stone Lord. If you mean to take my chair, you'll get no better chance than this.
Minsk has no interest in your furniture, 9 fingers. Only in the wicked rump that fills it.
What?
You have been a stone in this city's boot for too long. And it will be no Stone Lord who reaches twixt Baldur and sticky toes to dislodge you. It will be Minsk!
I haven't got the slightest idea what he's trying to say. Proof that he is back to normal, no? You might have knocked it out, but a good thing you did. He's more like his old self again. Good. I'd rather you die as Minsk, the mad Rashimar. It's silly, but... do you know? You were something of a hero of mine when I was young.
Even now, your tongue twists the truth. When you were young and 10-fingered still, Minsk and Boo were stone, instatuated on a city square.
Aye. I remember the spot. By a garden on the Wide. A soft thicket near the market, with ample pockets to pick. Celestia itself to a street rat looking for shelter. You might not have been wrestling monsters, but you kept the wind and the rain off. Heroic enough for me.
Bah! You tried to dampen Boo's eyes. Do not think you will be spared his teeth. Evil is evil, even if it was once innocent.
Oh, I'm no innocent. But evil? Well, you tell me. With the Fist, the Watch, and the Council itself all licking the Absolute's boots, who's the only one left standing to protect Baldur's Gate?
She's right, Minsk. She's been an ally down through the years. A friend, even.
A friend? Jahira, Boo cannot believe his ears. Has the city fallen so far in our absence? Are there no heroes left?
Heroes come and go. But the Guild has always been here, protecting the city. Until the Stone Lord came to break us.
I am shamed. Nadeshka. Unworthy to fight alongside my friends. Boo, what am I to do?
I can't speak for your rodent, but I know something of debts. If you reckon you've got one to repay, well, we could always work together.
With you? Pff, Minsk has no lust for gold. That he would shake grandmothers by their ankles or set Boo nibbling at their purse strings.
I'm not talking about that. We've both got bigger enemies than one another. The city's enemies. And Tyr's honest truth, you gave my guild the wake-up call it needed. We've grown complacent, lazy, too sure of our standing. We never would have needed the Zent if we'd had a fighting force of our own. Swords for the city when the Watch and the Fist fail us.
Like a berserker lodge of my homeland. No army or militia serving the local lords, but heroes working for the common good.
Heroes. Sure.
Very well. Minsk and Boo accept.
I'm sorry, you what?
Boo and I will be your berserker lodge, taking the ugly ways of your guild and beating them into a more virtuous shape.
That's not even slightly what I was saying. I wasn't asking.
You are right. I have proven myself unworthy. I cannot serve this city if I was so easily turned against it. If I do not know my own mind, perhaps I no longer know what is good. Boo!
Boo.
Boo! Kingpin Boo! My friend, your wisdom is vast and unknowable as the Rashimi High Country. What say you, Boo? When the Absolute is slain, shall we join Nine Fingers Keen and show her the ways of goodness?
You did say he was your hero, Estelle. Maybe you'll learn something.
Oh, can't we just go back to killing one another instead? All right, fine. Let's leave this particular fight for when the actual war is won, shall we? With the Stone Lord off my back, I'll be able to bring my people out of hiding. Cobble together a force, so we're ready when you call on us. You have my thanks. Though, I'm still not actually sure you haven't made my life that little bit harder. You have a cult to kill. What do you need from me to do it? You can't just swallow every bit of storybook tripe that you hear. Do I strike you as a little lost girl looking for a hero?
Nine Fingers Keen feared Guildmaster as a woman of many masks. And yet with Minsk, you suspect you saw a little truth slip through.
Now lose the stupid look on your face and tell me what you need. Enemies and assets are all the guild know. Don't think I won't use him. If the Rashomar wants to work off a blood debt, I won't turn him down. Scares my kingpins shitless. My guild was too fractured to stand up to the Absolute. Too corrupt to see the threat within. I reckon a little bit of hamster talk might be good for them.
And you're sure you'll handle Minsk so easily as that?
What? I was trying to spy a nice warm spot for Boo's bedding.
I think I'll manage. We need to survive the fight to come first. So let's save our talk for a bright new day. Hmm? Kill the Absolute. And keep the big bull berserker out of trouble. We'll find out if either of those things is possible. Knowing what I know usually comes at a cost. But let's say we'll put it on your tab. Ha! Which part? The Stone Lord's hollowed this place out. Half my crews have fled or in hiding. You've dealt with Orin, but Gortash still clutters my streets with his toy soldiers. When the Absolute's army arrives to wage war on the city, our best hope is to make sure they have no leaders in here willing to open the gates for them. We've crossed paths over the years. Two hands trying to steer the city. Just not always in the same direction. Oh, I can't stand Harpers as a rule, but Gia is the exception. She's only really half a Harper at most.
You mean that as a compliment? I am sure.
The same way I'm not just the lowly thief, vagabond, and murderer the Watch and peers would paint me as. I happen to be a fine singer, too. Thieves, frauds, and miscreants. If it's just the Watch warrants you're reading. The Guild isn't any one thing. We're everything. All the parts of the city the Watch don't want seen, so they push us to the far side of their law. But it's not the Watch that keeps the peace, or gives justice to any Baldurian who asks, whether they can pay for it or not. It's us. If we take a little tribute in return, or tie strings of service to those we help, well, what of it? So long as we're working as one, it all runs quick, quiet, and clean. The Watch, the Council, even the Parliament of Peers, they're the clean face they want the world to see. But the Guild is the blood, the bone, the gristle, the ugly bits that actually make Baldur's Gate move. We'll be the ones still holding the gate when all those others have fled.
Lord? Leper.
My friend, now we have settled the matter of the Guild. I fear there is something I must tell you. You and Boo both. It may shock you both to know, but Minsk and this Stone Lord, they are one man. The same one man. And that same one man is Minsk. Never has Boo been more proud of my failures. I wish to believe the Stone Lord's evil was the worm alone, attainting my thoughts with foul dung. But I see now, the dung was within Minsk all along. So I wonder, if Minsk can be a villain, and Nine Fingers a hero, must it be so with all creatures? Is there good and evil within us all? Boo calls this nonsense. Less thinking of bad thoughts, says he, and more breaking of bad bones. But still, I would hear what you have to say on the matter, my friend. I see. In the case of Nine Fingers, perhaps it was all bunched up in that finger she lost. It shall be for Minsk and Boo to be her virtuous pinky. It is strange. A worm sits within my skull, twisting my thoughts. But it is you that have made Minsk see the world anew. You, my friend, are the true parasite. There is good and evil in all. Let us go crack villainous skulls, so that the virtue might leak free. Yes, Boo. I am becoming something of a philosophizer. As you wish, but quietly. It is listening.
I don't like getting caught between the Guild and the Zentarim. You always make enemies when you take sides in a struggle like that. And in this case, they're enemies we might not see coming until it's too late.
Minsk is so amazing!
Let's talk.
Oakfather preserve you.
Hardly the noblest conflict we've encountered, but criminals will have their squabbles, even in the looming shadow of utter annihilation.
Did you want something?
The cub speaks. Huh. Not so much a term of age or affection as simple old habit. You object? As you like. No cub, no fun. Ask it. Oh dear. Should I brace myself for some fashion advice? But I suppose you have earned better than glibness from me. It was a gift from my husband Khalid. He was a harper. A better one than me, truth be told. Any idiot can swing a sword, but to believe in the cause with the whole of your heart, a much trickier thing. He died. Alone. In pain. And far too young. Murdered by a mage who craved immortality. I'll not grant it by naming him in the same breath as my husband.
The quiet, unassuming shadow to Jaheira's strength, Khalid was another warrior who helped end the Baalspawn crisis. Shortly after, he was murdered by the mad mage John Irenicus.
I've never known a warrior to go so far out of his way to avoid a fight, which meant the few he chose. Most harpers swagger and flash their feathers to catch your attention. Khalid was quiet to a fault. And when we were married, on an upturned cart in the rainy Dalelands, he stammered so much. I've never been sure if our vows actually counted. Oh, I'm sure time and an aging mind has smoothed out a few of his flaws. But he was a good man. The songs make much of Khalid's meekness. The quiet little harper who had to keep a tight hold on his courage, but he had it when it counted. And more than that, he had compassion. When you live a harper's life, see all that a harper sees, that is by far the harder thing to hold on to. But a bard can tell you all the rest. As for all the things they cannot, well, I shall just have to keep those for myself. A welcome,
Let's talk.